Hi guys, so this is my analysis on Bitcoin. If you can see Bitcoin, Bitcoin is currently on a short buy at the moment, and it has hit my target. I'll explain. If you've watched my previous analysis video, you know that most of the time I used to say that my fib level negative 27%, there's always a possibility that there's a reversal around that area, and it doesn't work all the time. No strategy is 100%, but the more you analyze with what you know, you get to learn what happens more often. And I realized that majority of the time, negative 27% of the fib are areas or zones that the market react of, and we have like a possible correction at that level or a possible reversal at that level. But as of right now, there is a correction at that level, and we can see when we get around this mile zone right here, we can see a rejection around that level, and that was perfectly fine because there were areas to be fulfilled. We can see we have an imbalance, an imbalance. We have an imbalance. Sorry, we have an imbalance right here, and we have another block right here. So there is an imbalance and other block to be fulfilled around this level, and there is also a break retest of a break of structure, retest of a break of structure around that level, and that is because we can see this broke the zone right here. This has always been a sensitive area. We can see if you look left, when the market gets to this area, we can see rejections around this area and it back off, and we can see right here there was a break of structure around the zone and it hasn't retested the zone here. So that was a possibility that we are going to go back to that level and retested it, and Bitcoin did exactly that. We went to that level and retested it. Let me go to a lower time frame. So if you watched my previous analysis on it, I was expecting it to at least come to this level right here, and that correlates so much is what I've explained in the other time frame. That is um there was an imbalance right here, and there was also another block around that level, and there is also a retest of a zone around that level, and that also correlates with my negative 27%, which is enough confluences that that is a sensitive area and we might reject of that level. And as you can see, there are a lot of rejections around that level because there were enough um confluences to say that we might reject out of that level, and we have been seeing a lot of rejections around this level right here. So what next am I seeing on Bitcoin? Since let me reanalyze it and see, since we've hit the target, the minor target I think it should go to, so I might just reanalyze it right here. I can put a trend line here, I can also put another trend line here, right here. So what are we seeing on Bitcoin? Bitcoin can do varieties of things right now. There is no clear direction to Bitcoin as of the moment because we can see there is a break of structure around this trend line as well. Around this trend line as well, and it hasn't been retested yet. Around this trend line right here, let me zoom in a little bit, you can see there was a break of structure around this level, and you can see a lot of retest around this level to finally push it down, right? And we can see this other side, there has been a break of structure around this side and it hasn't retested yet. So there's higher chances that it might come to this and start and retest around this level. Then the way it retests and the way it bounces off that trend line will determine whether we are still going to push up or we are still going to go down. So as of right now, I don't know what Bitcoin exactly where Bitcoin will go into because we are at a very key and sensitive area, and I don't know exactly no one knows exactly what Bitcoin is. But as of right now, it is really unclear to determine what Bitcoin is going to do next. But what I'm thinking it might do, that's why it's might, because no one knows the market 100%. because it's around this zone right here and it's rejecting of that zone. So I'm seeing a higher possibility that we might reject to this level right here to give us a first touch, second touch, and third touch, a possible touch. Then that will determine if you're going to see push up or go down. But if you're looking for, if you think you're going to see more of a buy, I want you to break structure around this zone right here. This is a significant zone and it has been rejecting of that zone. So if it breaks out of that zone with a bullish momentum and if it tests that zone, there's a higher chance that we might go up to this trend line right here to start retesting on that trend line. That is a higher chance that we do. But I see Bitcoin at least coming down to around this level though. I see it doing that. Then that will now determine if it will continue to push up or if it's continue to go down. So we can see right here, if it's break this trend line right here, we might see, if you see a possible rejections around that trend line, there's a higher chance that we might break, we might continue to sell. Then if you see a possible if it breaks this and you see a retest and a rejection around the zone, then there's a higher chance that we're going to get to this level. But I'm still predicting it to get to at least this level, 11,750, around that level. And my reason is because there is an imbalance to fill around that level. Let me go to my weekly time frame. The monthly time frame showing more better. We can see in the monthly, if you look left, right, we can see there is an imbalance around this level, and that is also a significant zone. We have been seeing a lot of it. You say rejection around this zone before it finally push up, and now I am seeing more of like a retest around that zone and also feeling an imbalance. So around this zone, we will be feeling an imbalance around the zone, and also it's a zone of retest as well, retesting a zone. So those are what I'm thinking it might happen, to like fulfill this, to feeling this right here, and that we might finally push up, right? But to me, I still think it's healthy to come to this down here to fulfill that gap before we finally see a push to the upside. And there's also a possibility that we might push down to around this level right here, because that is also my target. That can also be a target. But I think if it belows that target, then there is an issue with Bitcoin. But right now, as long as we're still here, I still think it's a little bit healthy because of the imbalances that need to be filled. And so that's my thought on Bitcoin. So what should we be expecting? It should say like here has been rejecting. So as of right now, we don't know what's going to happen on Bitcoin. We might see a spike and move up or continue to go down. But because we've been rejecting of this level, there's a chance that we might reject down to where I pointed right here. And where I pointed right here, we can see there is an imbalance to fill right at that level as well, and to retest as well. And it's also going to be like a third bounce on a trend line before we pushed up or we push down. So that's what I'm thinking. We might do a short sale right here, then we'll see what goes next on Bitcoin. So hope this is helpful, guys. This is my analysis on Bitcoin. Please don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any question, please just leave it in the comment section below. And thank you guys for always coming back to watch my video, and stay tuned and see you in my next analysis. Thank you.